In this video, let's take a look at a new way to further smooth a traverse. In this case, I picked up points on the shoreline of a pond. Those are the points in green, and I've drawn the green tangents between those points. And then I've created the type of smoothing we want to do in this red here. I want to sort of back up and show you how we got there. Let's open up our traverses, pin those. I've got the pond traverse drawn in green, and I've got the smooth traverse drawn in red. So I'm going to go into the smooth traverse and just show you what we did here. If I double click that, it brings up the traverse settings, and I want these control polyline. So let's turn this all off first and apply this. And I've got the same traverse as the green. And in fact, I just made a copy of the green over here and called it Pond Smooth so I could make the changes but still see the original. So I'm going to tell Traverse PC I want to draw that as a polyline and I want to fit the curves. So as soon as I OK that, we've had this for quite a while in Traverse PC, and this uses the same routines we use for smoothing contours. So the polyline passes through the original points in green here, and Traverse PC puts in an arc at the point and then a tangent to the next point, which is also smoothed. So this is more kind of like engineering smoothing. We're not deviating a lot between the position of the smoothed line here in red and the position of the tangent between the measured points shown here in green. We do have some, separation there, but it's really pretty tight, still smooth. The feature that some of you have asked for is this ability to maximize those curves. So I want to go from this sort of engineering smooth to this, where I've said I'm going to let the deviation extend here from the original tangent between the measured points and the line that I'm drawing, the smooth line that I'm drawing. And we're going to call that maximize curves or max curves. The max curves doesn't use some of the same settings for maximum offset tension, still uses the maximum angle, but allows me to switch between sort of that engineering smoothing and sort of a maximize smoothing. We're maximizing the radiuses to these lines here. And it just gives us a cleaner look on that pond. In fact, if I turn off the original one, I get a real nice figure here. Now, we can do the same thing for sections of a traverse. We introduced this in TPC Desktop 2023. And I'm going to come in and just tell Traverse PC I want to start smoothing at 4 here. So we go to the smoothing tools. We're going to begin here. And we can see then that we start at point 4 and we do that same sort of engineering smoothing where we put those small arcs in until we get over here to point 10 where we stop the smoothing. Now, I can go into this same traverse just like I did earlier, and I can go to the control polylines, and here's that same max curves. So I can maximize the curvature there and go from these sort of engineered smoothing to something a little more rounded. Okay, so let's just do that again. So here's sort of the engineer smoothing where we keep those arcs fairly short. Here we're saying go ahead and maximize the arcs in there, and it creates a lot curvier sort of fit here for these. And again, it's just your choice whether you want to maximize those curves or not.